Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Pushing on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give nothing to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight is done.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here. Time for another exciting review of Persona 5, the animation. Sorry about that. Persona 5, the animation, episode 8. You never seen it coming. Alright, so this episode of Persona 5, I apologize for being late once again due to me still recovering from a cold. I'm almost done, by the way, compared to like the last time or Saturday I did a review. But anyways, yeah, so when it comes to this episode, we finally concluded the Sayori arc, or the Sayori session, in the actual anime. We're finally done with that. Now we move on forward to the next big case. So, yeah. Anyways, so when it comes to this actual episode, finishing things off, so we have the final battle between the Phantom Thieves versus Madarame. And when it comes to this fight, I will say, I think I like this fight a lot better compared to the Kamishida stuff we got at the beginning. Yeah, pretty much. I think this is a much better fight compared to the Kamishida stuff we got at the beginning. Granted, while the Kamishida stuff was actually really cool, I say this one did a much better job at actually handling the actual CGI character and whatnot. Yeah, I think it was actually a lot better handled, at least in my opinion. I think it was definitely a lot better handled than I actually thought it was. So that's just my thing on that. So yeah, anyways though, when it comes to that the final battle, let's talk about what they actually did. So what they had to do was actually find a way to grab Kamishida's painting before anybody else can notice. They would have to do whatever they can to sneak around most of the areas of the museum, and they had to pretty much find a way to go to the actual power supply that they actually have to turn off. They have to turn off the power supply in order to actually go down there and actually save to actually steal the actual treasure from what it is. But little did they know, a lot of them were actually trying to play in that, and they actually got duped. And what happens is that right after that happened, they find out that that the picture was actually a fake, and the real Sayori, they had it sealed away all the time. So what happens is that he was telling about Yusuke's mother, and Yusuke's mother pretty much died right in front of Madarame without Madarame even trying to save his own mother, which really does suck, because by that time she was trying to save his own mother, but it just wasn't really enough, and then all this started to happen. And then what happens right after that, when it comes to saving his own mother, you know, he didn't really do it, because if she would have died, then that means he would take most of the credit for the actual painting of the Sayori. And because of that particular incident, he actually wanted to take the credit. But yeah, he is pretty much an asshole beyond assholes. So what happens is that Madarame, he actually transforms into a powerful boss fight. And I gotta say, the boss fight in this one, I think, was handled much better, once again, compared to Kamishida. And the way they have to defeat him is they have to actually use the same kind of art ink in order for what Kamishida did, in order to actually stun pretty much our heroes, pretty much trying to fight him. And I would say when it comes to this particular episode, it didn't feel rushed or anything like that. I didn't get felt like a right sense of balance, a right sense of pacing that we actually got. So the pacing for it was actually quite fine. Now moving on right ahead, where we actually get the fight going out. The CGI was actually much more better done here compared to basically where we first got it with Kamishida. This was actually done a hell of a lot better. This was done a whole lot better. Like, I actually like the way they did this here a lot better. So props to them, for the animators, for that. They did a really good job animating the actual boss with Kamishida. So after that happens, as you guessed it, right after their final fight, he actually had confessed everything about all the about the paintings that he actually stole. Excuse me. The paintings he actually stole for making profit out of their own work So getting credit from another artist is pretty much a dick move, and it really is. It even happens today in the industry, which is kind of sad. So right after that, right off the bat that we actually got that, it turns out after he confessed everything, Yusuke decided that he had nowhere to go ever since this whole incident happened. He can't go to the dorms, obviously, because the problem is that it's not really his artistic value, or as he says, pretty much. So, because of that, he won't be able to, he would pretty much have to stay over at Ren's place. So Ren is pretty much going to be the one, with the coffee guy, whatever. He's going to be like, wait, what? Seriously? It's like, fine. Whatever, but just don't do any late night disturbances. Like, deep down, you could tell that this dude is absolutely, he has a heart. I love this dude. Like, you may not seem like it at first, but trust me, he will be family to you. Especially for y'all who actually play the actual video games, that you will actually know, like, how much of a deeper bond you got with him, and it's actually really cool. So anyways, they decided to have a party, a little banquet, in order to actually, celebrate their actual next case of Moneymike's defeat. Now the whole world is pretty much afraid of the Phantom Thieves. That there's something real serious going on. They want to know exactly a lot more questions, etc., etc. So yeah. Sorry if I'm a little bit stuffy, but anyways, yeah. That's pretty much what we got here. We got the little banquet going on, and then all of a sudden, Ren pretty much explains about his past to everyone, and of course, the OG is, of course, we already heard it before, and he's still pretty pissed off at it. Same with Yusuke, and after overhearing everything, thinking she was asleep, she was like, you know what? It feels like we kind of met somewhere before, like we've known each other for a very, very long time, and it's because basically they have similar background histories. Not the best history, mind you, but regardless. So that's pretty much what we got for this episode. Then, after lots of thinking from last night, after staying over, Yusuke decided to instead go into the dorms and actually try staying there to actually study a bit more. And he decided to leave the Sayori painting with the coffee dude, because the thing is that he wants to leave it with him because he figures it'd be more safe there as a memento for all the stuff he's given him, as a little extra home, as a favor, and one day he would like to come back to try his coffee again. So overall, this episode was very nicely paced. The animation wasn't so bad either for this episode. At least maybe there were a little bit of certain sprinkles of animation here and there that could have been a little better, but it's not really takeaway from the episode. So I'm going to give this episode a 5 out of 5. I really think they did the Yusuke stuff justice a lot, and I gotta say, I'm really hoping the same thing goes with the next couple arcs we're going to be getting in this anime. So overall, that's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Apologize for not making it long, but I'm trying to get better, Anyways, that's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this episode of Persona 5 the Animation, episode 8. Hopefully it wants something better. See you guys for the next one for episode 9. Yeah, that's it. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Click that bell. Join the squad. Follow my social media plugins and my gamer tags as well. And also my Plus Ultra Discord. So until then, peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. MONEYMIKE fans, keep supporting Richard Reed of what you watch. And that's it. So, yeah. Bye, guys.